In the heart of the African savannah, nestled among the tall grasses and ancient baobab trees, lies the village of Mbala. Here, the people live in harmony with the land, their lives intertwined with the rhythms of nature and the cycles of the seasons. It is in this vibrant community that our story begins, a tale of love, sacrifice, and the enduring bonds of family. On a warm summer's day, under the watchful gaze of the full moon, a baby boy is born to a young woman named Eken. She names him Kofi, a name that means born on Friday in the local language, a fitting tribute to the day of his birth. From the moment he enters the world, Kofi is surrounded by love, his mother doting on him with all the tenderness of a lioness protecting her cub. As Kofi grows older, Eken dreams of a better life for her son. Despite their humble circumstances, she is determined to give him the gift of education, to send him to school so that he might have opportunities she never had. And so, Eken makes the ultimate sacrifice, selling everything she owns to pay for Kofi's tuition, leaving herself with nothing but the love in her heart and the hope in her soul. With his mother's sacrifice weighing heavy on his heart, Kofi throws himself into his studies, determined to make the most of the opportunity she has given him. He excels in school, his teachers recognizing his intelligence and drive, and soon he is on track to graduate at the top of his class. After years of hard work and dedication, Kofi finally returns home, his head held high with pride and accomplishment. His mother welcomes him back with open arms, her eyes shining with pride as she embraces her son. But beneath the surface, a shadow lingers, a sense of unease that Kofi cannot shake. In the months that follow, Kofi meets and falls in love with a young woman from the neighboring village. They marry in a joyous ceremony, surrounded by friends and family, and Kofi is filled with hope for the future. But as the days pass, he feels the pull of the city calling to him, whispering promises of wealth and success that he cannot ignore. Driven by ambition and a desire for more, Kofi decides to leave his village behind and seek his fortune in the bustling city. His departure leaves Eken heartbroken, but she hides her pain behind a smile, wishing her son nothing but success and happiness in his new life. Years go by, and Kofi finds success in the city, building a life for himself and his family. But as he climbs the ranks of society, he becomes increasingly distant from his mother, his visits home growing fewer and farther between. Meanwhile, Eken grows old and frail, her health failing with each passing day. One day, news reaches Kofi that his mother is gravely ill. Guilt floods his heart as he realizes how long it has been since he last saw her, how little time he has left to make amends for his neglect. He rushes to her side, his heart heavy with regret, but it is too late. Eken's condition worsens with each passing day, her life slipping away like sand through an hourglass. The village comes together to mourn the passing of Eken, their grief echoing through the air like the mournful cry of a mourning dove. Kofi is consumed by remorse as he watches his mother laid to rest, his soul weighed down by the burden of his guilt. But amidst the tears and the sorrow, there is also a sense of hope, a belief that even in death, Eken's spirit will live on, guiding her son on the path to redemption. Alone in his grief, Kofi seeks solace beneath the light of the full moon, its silver beams casting shadows across the landscape like a veil of tears. He reflects on the choices he has made, the opportunities he has squandered, and the love he has lost. And as he gazes up at the night sky, he feels a sense of peace wash over him, a whisper of forgiveness that soothes his troubled soul. In the days that follow, Kofi devotes himself to honoring his mother's memory, to living his life in a way that would make her proud. He visits her grave often, tending to the flowers that bloom upon it and offering prayers for her soul. And though he can never undo the mistakes of his past, he finds comfort in knowing that his mother's love will always be with him, guiding him through the darkness and lighting his way forward. With his mother's spirit as his guide, Kofi returns to the village of his birth, determined to make amends for his past neglect. He reconnects with old friends and family, rebuilding the bonds that were strained by his absence. And though he knows that he can never truly make up for lost time, he is determined to cherish every moment he has left with those he loves. As the seasons change and life goes on, Kofi finds peace in the simple joys of village life, the laughter of children, the song of birds, the warmth of the sun on his face. He realizes that true happiness lies not in wealth or success, but in the love of family and the bonds of community. And though he will always carry the weight of his mother's sacrifice, he knows that her love will guide him on the journey ahead. Years pass, and Kofi grows old, his hair turning gray and his steps slowing with age. But his heart remains young, filled with the memories of his mother's love and the lessons she taught him. And as he watches the next generation grow and flourish, he knows that the circle of life continues, unbroken and eternal, a testament to the enduring power of love and the bonds that unite us all. As Kofi nears the end of his days, he gathers his loved ones around him, eager to impart the wisdom he has gained over a lifetime of trials and tribulations. He shares stories of his mother's love and sacrifice, of the mistakes he made and the lessons he learned. And though his voice may tremble with age, his words ring out with clarity and conviction, a testament to the enduring power of love and the legacy we leave behind. As Kofi's journey draws to a close, he finds comfort in knowing that his mother's love will live on in the hearts of those he leaves behind. He takes solace in the knowledge that he has lived a life filled with purpose and meaning, guided by the love of his family and the memories of his mother's sacrifice. And as he closes his eyes for the final time, he is at peace, knowing that he will be reunited with his beloved mother in the afterlife, where they will be together for all eternity. In the wake of Kofi's passing, the village mourns the loss of a beloved elder, a wise old soul whose words of wisdom will echo through the generations. But amidst the tears and the sorrow, there is also a sense of gratitude, a recognition of the profound impact Kofi had on the lives of those around him. And though he may be gone, his legacy lives on, a beacon of hope and inspiration for all who follow in his footsteps. As the years pass and the seasons change, life in the village goes on, a never-ending cycle of birth, growth, and renewal. New generations are born, new dreams are forged, and new stories are written, each one adding to the rich tapestry of life in Mbala. And though the faces may change and the years may roll by, the spirit of the village remains unchanged, a testament to the enduring power of love and the bonds that unite us all. High above the village, the sky stretches out in all its vastness, a canvas painted with the colors of sunset and the twinkling of stars. And as the day gives way to night, the people of Mbala gather beneath the open sky, their voices raised in song and celebration. For though life may be fleeting and time may be short, the love we share with those we hold dear will endure forever, like the endless expanse of the sky above. As the night wears on and the fires burn low, the villagers gather around the storyteller, eager to hear tales of days gone by and heroes of old. And as the storyteller weaves his tales of courage and adventure, of love and sacrifice, the people listen with